Uploading my video right now,
Haley,
and we're picking up our friends for Vegas.
didn't tell me she was rich.
Didn't know they were rich like this. Anyways, doing the upload right now, and off to Vegas. For real, we checking driver's licenses here?
They for real check driver's license.
To get into a neighborhood, that's when you know you rich. Oh my, look at that 3-story house right there. Birthday boy. Yo, what's good, dude?
Good, man.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Chilling. Ready for Vegas?
Let's do this, man.
Dude, it's gonna be lit.
I'm so pumped, dude. Can't wait.
Yeah, Vegas will be fun, bro.
Yeah.
Just getting our grub on real quick.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Come on, hurry up. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Can we go to Snoop Dogg's house? He's your neighbor, right?
Yeah, he lives down the street.
Yeah, like down the street to the right, basically.
That's chill.
Just
Yeah.
another day in the hood.
This one?
Yeah.
You'd expect it to be something like.
I mean, I see a lot of cameras, but that's Snoop's house? No way. Purple Silverado down. What they get him for, you think? How dark should we go in the windows? What are you thinking? Midnight, all the way. Definitely not the 40% on the windshield again. If you're somewhere that has light, then you're fine. But the 40% on the windshield was rough, like in the dunes. At night, that was pretty rough. Viva Las Vegas. There's one thing I noticed about Las Vegas: no one speeds out here.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing
really?
65 miles an hour
'cause
exactly.
They know.
Except for the guy in the Mercedes here, but everyone else sipping his Starbucks in California plates. But everyone else is chilling. Hawaiian Quicksilver, what's up, dude? What's your real name? I didn't get your real name. Sean. Sitting nice. What do you got? The Westcott lift too, or what do you got?
I have Icon Stage 1.
Nice. Mike, Mr. Electric Tint. We made it. We're here in the flesh.
Getting bigger.
I know him from California. You tinted my Ram.
You told me it was super clean. I did it super clean.
You did an amazing
Dude,
job.
you got to start your own thing. I'm
Yes,
like,
sir.
oh, maybe I'll do that.
Here you are.
Now we're here.
Out here. Let's go. Oh my, look at this lineup right here. Got the oldies.
We're going to put the 5% on the sides and rear. Put the clear ceramic 80% window film for the windshield.
Yeah, we're doing 80. We talked about this for a minute, and I was like, 40 be cool.
Yeah.
Or what do you have? You had 45,
We got a 45,
right?
35, but we want to avoid tickets.
Doing ceramic film, even though it's not very like visibly tinted, it still offers you that heat rejection.
Yeah, it does have a nano ceramic layer that's better at blocking heat. You'll get a little bit more protection. Out here in Las Vegas, you'll need it.
Yeah.
So
5% on the sides and the rear, and then 80 on the front windshield. I think's the
do it.
move. Let's do it. All right, so this is the 5% on the sides, and then 35 on the windshield, right?
35 on the windshield, yep.
Let's check it out. 35 on the windshield looking out. Isn't terrible. I'd say it's probably only pretty difficult when it's like pitch black outside in the desert, no street lights at all. It's been a minute, bro, for real.
yeah.
It's been like, how many years?
3. I've been in business for 3, so maybe like 4.
So what do you do here? You stuff something down there in the dash.
Yeah, just to prevent water from hitting anything down there. Might as well catch it. And just take a razor blade, a new one, and scrape anything that, any contaminants or anything that'd be on the windshield.
Windshield is already done. That took him, what, 20 minutes? I don't know, Mike. I think you just did it again.
Did it again.
Flawless, as always. I mean, literally perfection, dude. Unreal.
Take a razor blade to the outside and clean like every little speck on the outside, so it's just 100% perfection right there.
I'm seeing that. Even the mirror.
Let's go.
Not to interrupt your craft here, but I have a question.
Yes.
My question is, what is the most common question people ask you when they get their tint done?
The most common question would probably be, is this bubble gonna go away when they first get in the vehicle and the film hasn't cured yet? Because it takes 3 or 4 days to fully dry. They always ask, they're always worried. And it's usually, yeah, that's fine. Can I roll my windows down? And then with me, you can roll the windows down right away. I take the rubbers out of the door panel.
Right.
So you can just, it never catches. It's a little extra step of prep that makes it a little bit better.
So 5% tint over the factory tint, which is what, 20%?
Yeah.
There's a factory pigment, not a tint, because tint is a layer that goes on the glass. From the factory, it's a pigment, so it's like stained glass pretty much.
Yeah, they dip the glass into a chemical that gives it that 20% shade.
That's how it works?
But it doesn't offer any UV protection.
No UV.
No heat protection.
No heat protection.
It's just visual.
Here's the factory stained glass, and then here is 5% over that 20%. Let's say someone wants to do 5% all the way around, right? So we have 5% on the front 2 roll-ups, and they want to do 5% like combined with a tint to make it match pretty much with the stained glass in mind, right? Having that on there. What do you put on top of that to make that a 5% to match the front?
Then we'd put a 15 instead of a 5, and it would add up to 5.
So do a 15 over the rear and then 5 on the front to make it all match. But I did 5% over the over that factory pigment to make it negative 10 or so. It's about 2% in reality, I'd say. 5% over the factory tint on this side. And then that there is the 20% factory stained glass. Sean's out of here.
All right, brother. Nice meeting you.
See you in Cali. I'll see you in Cali soon.
See you in Cali.
Yes, sir.
October.
October, yep.
Freaking pro, guys.
I appreciate it.
Sick.
A little better now with that tint. I'll see you soon, though.
All right, brother.
Late.
Mike. All right, bro.
Later.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so nice out here right now. This is the weather Vegas weather's right now. But, anyways, last window.
Come check this out.
Oh, dude.
Why don't you roll down the window, show them that.
Okay, let's show them that edge.
Overlap the film and then you shave it so it's always a perfect trim. There's never going to be a gap.
So it looks almost like a factory pigment, like the rear, like it came that way from factory. Look how clean that is. Oh, I'll say this, dude. That's why I drove here for this.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you did. I appreciate it.
You are one of the best tinters I've ever dealt with.
I mean, I love what I do.
It shows.
I love being around cars. So
even when you were a year or two in or whatever it was, when you did my Ram truck, dude.
Oh yeah, I had it.
You had it down already.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
I've
good
been on
you
my
are,
own
dude.
for about 3 years. So
yeah, right.
it only took me about 3 to get it really down.
Killed it, my guy. So you're here in Vegas. You got the gram, right?
I do.
Instagram.
Electric Tint on Instagram.
Yep.
Give me a follow. 702-815-9765.
Hit up Mike.
Call or text.
Get your tint done right. So you use Expel film.
Yes.
Which is some of the best in the market.
It is, and this is probably at a 86% infrared heat block. Never fade or turn purple. It'll lifetime warranty.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Lifetime warranty. I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for coming down.
As always. Thank you, man. Well worth it. So there we have it at nighttime. The 5% on the sides isn't really that bad to see out of at night, to be honest. If you have some light, then you're pretty much good. And then the windshield at 80% is pretty much invisible. You can't even tell it's there. Like you kind of can if you look for it, but it's practically invisible. So welcome to the Mandalay Bay. I gotta park in this structure, which I'm pretty sure I'm too tall for, so I don't know where I'm going, but max is 7'10". We are good on this side. Sweet. Alrighty. Parker there for the next 2 days. Welcome to Mandalay Bay. The weather out here is clapped out right now for a pool party. When do they start turning the strip up here for F1?
It's going to be November 15th, the race.
Right.
And they're going to close the strip that whole week.
Oh, okay. Dang, that sucks, dude. That's gonna cause chaos.
Yeah.
Nami Gabi, birthday activities. How's it feel, Charlie? You're all grown up now. No more kids menu for you.
I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Cheers.
it. Cheers.
pulling back up to Mandalay Bay right now to grab our stuff. It's like the Indiana Jones ride getting in this place. Look at this. Yeah, we go straight through and then wrap around. It's a maze coming through here. Woo. Barely hanging on. When I drove it back from Mike's shop, it was nighttime and I was able to see through it just fine, which is great for times like if we're out here, somewhere like this, out here in Calico Ghost Town, where it's pitch black at nighttime. We don't want no 40% tint like last time. So Mike uses XPEL tint and it's ceramic as well. And ceramic's a very important thing to do. There's different levels of tints. You can go with the standard dyed films, and then you can go with the ceramic films. Ceramic films do a lot better of a job of shielding the heat out. Pretty much all films, I believe, for the most part, are like a 99% UV protection, but the IR protection is what you want because that's how you shield a lot of the heat out from the inside of your car. And especially here on the windshield too, it's very important because through the windshields where the most of the sun comes through, being that the glass is facing up, you get the most sun coming through there and it soaks in your dashboard and just heats up the entire truck interior. Toyota vinyl wraps these things right here, so you can't peel this off actually. You guys can see right there, their vinyl wrappers probably not the best wrapper I've ever seen. Little corner missing right there and whatnot. But point is, I think darker windows look really good going in with the B pillar, the A pillar, and then into the front windshield. With the 40% I had in my windshield before, that made it super dark. Obviously, the darker you go in the windshield, the more darker it will be inside of the truck. So that will darken up the front two roll-ups a little bit more. But that being said, going into the sun being right there, it does lighten up the front two windows a little bit. But yeah, but cruise back here though, nothing. You can't see nothing back there because 5% stacked on top of that, I think 20% is about what it is from the factory. It's straight mirror. It's a straight up mirror right there. So. And we are back home now with a dirty truck, but a super clean tint job. My boy Mike does some amazing work. Show you guys all these clean cuts, which I'm super big on a good clean job, dude, all the way around the way he shaved it. So essentially what shaving means is you take the tint and instead of pushing the tint up to the edge of the glass and leaving it just before the glass ends, you overlap it over the edge and then shave it to give it a super clean, like almost factory look to it, which looks really, really good all the way across, just like that. On the back window too, looks super, super good, dude. Look at that, super clean job. I'm really big on having a good, clean cut job, because I've seen some tint jobs where the glass is pretty clear for like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch. I've seen some pretty bad jobs, even 1/4 inch before, and that just bugs me so much. So yeah, super, super clean work. Shout out to Mike on that one. But yeah, if you guys are in Vegas, hit him up, Electric Tint. All his info is down below. But yeah, dude, look at this. Insane, like what some window tint does. And I can't believe still I did the wheels and tires, rock sliders, the lift, front bumper, bed cover, the exhaust, and then window tint. Like, I don't normally do it in that order, but hey, I guess the first time for everything. But look at this, dude. Oh my gosh. One common misconception of window tint is the darker you go, say do limo tint versus doing a 35% tint, which means 35% light gets in. This is 5% tint, so 5% gets through. It doesn't matter how dark or how light you go, the heat rejection is the same. So don't let that fool you. Going darker is not going to reject more heat at all. It's simply for appearance. So, and it does look good. It does look really, really good. It makes the entire truck look different. It gives all of the side profile here a nice uniform look, with the window to the B pillar to window to A pillar, and then into the windshield and the roof, which is glossy black as well. The matte gray looks good, dude. All black around it with the matte gray. Obviously not matte gray for too much longer, but yeah, the matte gray does look really nice with everything else around it all blacked out. Looks really, really good, and stays nice and clean too, because I drove it to Vegas and then drove back home from Vegas and then didn't wash it yet. It's still looking good. I'll wash it in a bit, but yeah, it does hide quite a bit of the dirt and dust. So speaking of dirt and dust too, by the way, window tint is definitely a very, very finicky thing when it comes to debris, dude. It is a nightmare to try to do it right. It's filthy right now, so don't mind that, but there is no dust anywhere. There's no trash, no junk in the tint. It's perfect, dude. And that's why I like Mike's work a lot. I'm really picky when it comes to my tint. because looking at a tint, if there's even one speck of dust in it that the eye can't even see before laying the film down, it's going to show it times 100. So being very like attention to detail oriented is definitely important when you're installing some window tint. And I can vouch for Mike and say he does a really good job at making sure everything's nice and clean. So you guys are probably also wondering what the MPG was like coming from Vegas or going to Vegas. So after filling up in Vegas, I reset the MPG calculator and I drove for about 40 miles or so, doing about 68 or like 69 miles an hour. Did that for about 40 miles and it came out to 17 miles per gallon, so not bad. And that's what the screen is registering, so probably a little bit more since the tires are bigger. That's not actually like correct, so it's actually probably a little bit more even, which is better than I thought. So the slower you go, not like slower, but like if you don't do 90, then you get better MPG. So I was trying to like actually get good MPG for a little while there, and do a pretty like, not low speed, but not like crazy speed. And yeah, did pretty well. 17 on the dash, and probably, I don't know if I had to guess, maybe like closer to 17.5 to 18 miles per gallon. So not bad for on 35s. The idea of this build right here was practicality. Like the 35s haven't rubbed once, which is amazing in itself, but it feels good. It brakes better, accelerates better than 37s. Having it on 37s for a whole like over a year was kind of like, okay, you know, at this point, I want to go with a full-blown, just like totally functional setup. And this is definitely the way to go on 35s with the zero offset, 12.5-inch wide tire on these 18s. Just works on the Westcott 2.5-inch lift on the TRD Pro here. With you know, the way it is, I think with the window tint being at 80% on the windshield, 5% on the sides here, which you can roll down on the sides there. So I can go as dark as I want on there and not have to worry about dealing with that. If I want to roll them down, I can, no issues there. But again, full practicality was the goal for this build right here, and it's definitely coming out pretty practical. So pretty hyped on that right there. But I'm loving the look of this truck more and more each time, dude. Window tint changes the entire look of a truck, bro. Like, it's insane. Yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. My voice is completely gone right now, so I'm gonna go home right now and kick it and not talk for the next 24 hours. So hope you guys enjoyed, but I'll catch you guys on the next one very soon. Until then, peace.